kitten is back. Do we have business?
No. Without other orders, you report to me. Tell me what happened in Arakeen.
A face dancer? I've heard of them, kitten, but never expected to have to deal with one. What did it want? Revenge? For what? Perhaps, kitten. The destruction of old Carthag was a catalyst for many changes on Arrakis. Who knows what sparked it? But come now. I've heard nothing of a captured face dancer in Arakeen, so I assume the creature is dead. I see. So one of the Count's best men is dead, and the killer has escaped. I like you, kitten, but this is a failure. The Count will not be pleased. I will pull my network and try to find out where this creature went. I will confer with our employer and contact you when I have more information.
Finally. I've been trying to find a moment to contact you, but Mother is relentless. Luckily, she's distracted by a social event, so I can get out of the palace for a few hours. Can you meet me at the Seleucid Bowl in Arakeen? Same table as last time. Finally. You have no idea how frustrating it's been. Trying to find a moment to get away from my insufferable mother and... I'm sorry. You've just gotten here and I'm already venting at you. Bene Gesserit poise be damned. I'm just glad to see a friendly face. Now, tell me what happened in Old Carthag. Shh. I should have warned you. Father has tightened up security since our mutual friend was spotted here last. Don't mention him. Don't say his name. Either of them. Thufir Hawat has eyes and ears everywhere. Silence. I'm sorry, but you just can't. Please, trust me. Now, tell me about Old Carthag. What did you find there? The Bennett Flealax. But what could they possibly want here? And why this obsession with finding the Fremen? And that recording we decoded. The sleeper. Why would the Bennett Flealax send you after him? And in return, they sent you after him. That might be the case, but it doesn't help much, does it? We still haven't found the Fremen, and we don't know where the sleeper went. Stilgar was a leader among the Fremen. Duncan Idaho made diplomatic contact with him before we came to Arrakis. I remember that meeting. I thought Gurney was going to start a war when Stilgar spat at my father. It's a sign of respect amongst the Fremen. Duncan had to explain it, but Stilgar... a hard man. As hard as this planet. He disappeared with the rest of the Fremen. If he is alive, I wouldn't even know where to start. I've always felt there was something special about you. But what about you? Does it bother you? Distraction works wonderfully. For a while. But some questions have a way of forcing themselves. I could have ended this war. The reality is that I am in no position to judge anybody. Do you remember the last time we met here? And I saw somebody at the bar? His name is Fade Rotha, the Gnaw Baron of House Harkonnen. My betrothed. All I have to do is accept it. Marry the dashing nobleman. And all of this strife can end. My mother wants it. My father, well, he will accept it. But I can't. I can't bring myself to do it. And it isn't because of Fade Rotha at all. He's actually very charming, in spite of what he did to that bull. It's because I want to choose. So believe me when I say that I would never judge you because of who or what you were. I could end this war tomorrow, and I won't do it. That's who I am. And perhaps there is a way to figure out who you were. I have an idea, but no, it's probably too dangerous. This won't be like exploring dusty sieges or labs full of abominations. This will be going up against Mother. So much worse. With luck, she'll never know. If I can sneak you into the archives beneath the residency, we can search for your bloodline. That's not to give too many details. We're being watched, remember? Bring this token to Lien. She's one of the guards on the barricade outside the residency. She'll bring you inside, and I'll find you there.
Hail, citizen. Have you come to gawk at the plus great wonder that is the Arakeen residency? Or do you have other business? Honestly, cold on the inside and imposing on the outside. Reminds me of the Lady Jessica. Aerie gave you this? You? Oh, look, never mind. She told me to bring you inside. And to make sure her mother didn't find out. But before we go, let me tell you a few things. I'll be taking all your weapons and your clothes. Don't be alarmed. I have a servant's outfit for you to wear. You'll blend right in. Come on then. Let's get you undressed.
Tonight, my parents are holding a banquet, and Count Fenring and his lady are the guests of honor. Mother wishes me to shine like a jewel for all to see. I think she's forgotten what Lady Fenring looks like if she expects anybody in the room to be looking at me. But enough. We need to go. The banquet is the perfect distraction. I'll keep my parents focused on the party. You can sneak into the archives. But we need to go. Now. Just a moment. That's it then. Make your way to the lower levels. The guards on the upper floors will probably just throw you out if they spot you. It gets trickier on the lower levels. You'll see. I'll keep in contact over the net, and when I can, I'll catch up to you. You need to stay out of sight. The troopers in the upper archives are good people. Don't hurt them. Get to the lower archives as quickly and quietly as you can. A lot of memories down here. 10,000 years of recorded Arakeen history. Mother made me spend hours down here studying. I used to carve answers into the tables to help me pass her tests. The letters I carved into those tables. Pay attention. The Bene Gesserit have an archive of their own. buried in the lowest levels. The symbols I used to carve are the order of the test.
Is someone there?
Wish me luck. I'm about to start mingling with the guests. Count Fenring is here. I can't abide that weasel of a man. Father says he is a deadly fighter, but he hides it beneath that mumbling veneer. Just be glad you aren't stuck at this banquet. One of the buttes, a water shipper, is pawing at a banker's daughter. This could end in a duel if it escalates.
Though the War of Assassins is an ongoing period of calamity for Arrakis, perhaps the darkest chapter in the planet's history is that of the uncontested occupation by House Harkonnen. Prior to
Who's there?
of the Harkonnen, overseen by Glossu Raban, also known as the Beast. The eldest
Identify
son of
yourself.
Abelard Raban, Count of Blancavel, Glossu's tyrannical rule of Arrakis was an exercise in sadistic nepotism. The Beast, whose brutal and perverse crimes are beyond counting, was thoroughly unsuited to governing. His rule was marked by torture, brutality, and a complete ineptness in overseeing the planet and its spice production. He terrorized the populace and antagonized the threat. Rather than now let us shift our valuable knowledge to the present. The Harkonnens must never again be allowed to rule Arrakis. Here stands the Beast Raban, the grotesque face of their profane ruler of Caladan, and a rightful ruler of Arrakis. In the standard period.
You still moving? The staircase to the lower archives is guarded. You'll need to distract them. Just keep it simple. Too much, and they'll call for others to help them investigate.
someone there?
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely impossible. Unlike the tenacity of life, is the kangaroo or monkey Frychakot, isn't it? This what you just jumping on is genus microdontus. It is a member of the root of the most significant.
You might have trouble hearing my signal in the lower archives. The stone interferes. Down there, it's more like a catacomb than a library. The history of 10,000 years moldering in the darkness. No human guards, but the glow globes have motion sensors and automated alarms. Don't let them see you. If you get too deep in the archives, we might lose contact. Just keep moving forward, and I'll join you as soon as I can slip away. Can you hear me? If you can, listen. Do not try to find the entrance to the Bloodline Archive. I will come to you. There is a Solido projection and a deadly trap. Be careful. I'll slip away as soon as I can. When you... The lights are sensors. Careful not to disturb the forged stones.
External cognitive agent detected. Full sister authorization not present. Proceeding with limited access heuristic. Welcome, Acolyte, to Relay Node Seraph 1. This system archives the seeded vectors of the Mahdi prophecy, dispersed through oral tradition channels among desert tribes. Contained data is restricted. Decryption requires demonstrated comprehension of cultural vectors and myth-seeding protocols. Begin myth sequence verification. You will be tested on the illusions we crafted. Virtues rewarded, evils punished, love earned through valor, myths all. Your task is not to believe. Your task is to see. Question 1. What lie did we craft to make tyrants seem temporary, monsters forgivable, and systems of punishment appear enlightened? A hopeful creed, yet insufficient to explain why monsters are forgiven and brutal systems endure. You have failed to meet the standard of comprehension required. Begin myth sequence, your task. Question 1. What correct? Unnecessary fiction. One that spares tyrants and executioners from their guilt. Question 2. Isolate the myth designed to sustain hope through deferred justice and moral inevitability. A useful myth, yes, but not one that binds evil to consequence. Pattern inconsistency. Begin myth sequence. You will be your task. Question 1. What lie did we craft? Correct. Question 2. Correct. The dream of inevitable justice, woven so the meek would wait for thunder that never comes. Question 3. What lie did we whisper in incense and shadow that cloaked us in mystery and made obedience feel like awe? Honesty, a fine tool. Neural cadence. Begin myth sequence. You will be your task. Question 1. Correct. Question 2. Isolate the myth designed to sustain hope. Correct. Question 3. What lie did we whisper in incense and shadow that cloaked us in mystery? A pleasing story. Neural Begin. You will. Your question 1. What lied? Correct. Question 2. Correct. Question 3. That comfort was meant for the obedient. Neural cadence. Begin myth. You will. Your time. Question 1. Correct. Question 2. Correct. Question 3. What? Correct. We shaped the unknown into a crowd and let them kneel before what they could not name. Question 4. What illusion did we embed in the myth of sacrifice so that the broken would praise the blade that cut them? Correct. The masterstroke of consolation. We taught them their pain was part of a plan, so they would not rise against its authors. You have spoken the illusions as we planted them. Few recognize them for what they are. Fewer still understand why they were necessary. Missionaria records unlocked. Proceed with caution. The weight of revelation is heavier than ignorance.
I'd known you would get down here this fast, I'd have insulted the guild banker a lot sooner. Mother thinks I'm sulking in my room while she soothes their egos. Father's trying to talk to the good count and his lady, which involves a great deal of patience as Fenring mumbles and murmurs his way through a sentence. Well, I calculate we have a couple of hours before someone comes looking for me. Let's go and find out who you are. Or were? Exciting. One thing you can say about the Bene Gesserit, they don't think the word forbidden applies to them. Spectacular, isn't it? It's impressive that they managed to hide this down here for 10,000 years. Of course, I imagine the breeding matrix that they have at the chapter house is much more impressive. This one is simply a copy. Still, it has access to the complete bloodline registry of the entire Imperium. We can search for who you were.
Acolyte Aristae Atreides. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Bloodline search.
Insert blood sample into receptacle. Processing.
Feels like we always end up here. You bleeding to further our cause. I've always hated this place. Since my mother explained to me my great destiny. A broodmare for their plans. No choice. No love. The future is a trap. I want to be free to choose.
Search complete. Information on this bloodline is restricted to Reverend Mothers.
Restricted? By whom?
Details of the Xanavar incident are classified for the security of the Imperium.
The security of the Imperium? What does that even mean?
It means that some secrets are too dangerous for petulant girls.
Truthsayer Jessica and Truthsayer Margot. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Shut down. Daughter. This place is not for the uninitiated. Who have you brought here?
My friend, Mother. One who shares my fascination for the Fremen. We were doing genealogical work and wanted to test some samples.
Stop. Your lies are disappointing. The act of lying is one thing, but the tone, the voice control. Have you forgotten your training? If you want to lie to me, daughter, then lie to me.
Lie? To you? Like you lied to me about the betrothal? Like you lied to Father? It seems the only thing the Sisterhood has taught you is how to lie. This is my friend. Someone I'm trying to help. Someone who I trust. That is no lie.
I see. A friend. Perhaps a confidant. Maybe even a lover. Stand aside, Aristae. I want to ask your friend some questions. Like who they are and what they want with you. There's no need for this, Jessica. I know this one. It works for my husband. Quite the skilled assassin, if what Hazimir told me is true.
Why, Hazimir even told me that it killed Xantara the lion. Stabbed him in the back.
No. No. That isn't true. It can't be true.
Master your emotions, girl. And look, she is telling the truth. Aristay! I would have shielded my daughter from this pain. But perhaps in time it will help her to overcome weakness. For you, though, a quick death will be your mercy.
Sister, please. My husband still has a use for this weapon.
Very well, sister. You. If I ever see you near my daughter again, there will be no second chances. Aristay is to be left alone. Do you understand this? Then prepare yourself.
Off-worlder. If Noctua has brought you my distrans, then something is wrong. I have a feeling, a premonition, a touch of Tau. I came to Arrakis in search of... I'm not sure. Family, identity. I rejected the Imperium and the petty politics of the nobility. I found peace in the violence of the desert, a place to hunt. A spoiled young nobleman from Ix became a lion of the desert. Aristay and Stilgar are the only people I ever trusted with knowledge of both my lives. And now you. When I saw you among the wreckage, the tattoo on your cheek glowing, something seized me. The Darb. The demanding memory. I saw you. I saw the Sleeper. For a moment, I saw both of you there on the burning ground. And then there was only you. Not the Sleeper. Just an off-worlder. Like myself. The Fremen live. I know this is no surprise to you. They have withdrawn to the southern hemisphere, not for fear of persecution, but to preserve their secrets. Secrets that belong to them. My secrets are only known to Noctua. Things even Stilgar and Aristay do not know. Keep her safe, share your water, and she will be a loyal companion to you. Perhaps this premonition of mine is just bad spice. But if I am right, then this is the last message I will ever send you. I am Xantara the Lion. I am Bronso Vernius of Ix. And was your friend, Off-worlder.